And it's one of those things where, like, there's some person got a mic on stage. I think half the song got recorded, but it's one of those things that, like, you'll never get back. And it made us who we are.
Dude, I fucking love it.
But even Michael Travis, right? I mean, Michael Travis is an old school Boulder guy. He used to drum at like the local dance schools for like 4 hours just to like get his practice in and like have them do their thing. You listen to those original shows and he's like on, hand drums and percussion. It's amazing. And he goes right into the kit and it's like, it's amazing. And they're locked in and they're so tight. And, just like us.
I just feel like in the last 2 or 3 years, we've kind of lost that. Like the ones I was talking about earlier, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the song again, but they opened with it at the First Bank a couple years ago at Halloween, and I just went butt fucking crazy. I was like, I haven't heard this song since college. And it's like a nostalgia feel for like you and the crew, and it's like I have that for the last couple of weeks, and then you talked about them, and you're talking about, man, 10 years in, we were like, let's just take it home with the Cosmos, scrap this show. That's a great one. All right, so you did pretty well there. You're almost out here, so the kids in your basement, you can go feed them soon. We have 2 more sets of questions, and then you're gone. This next segment is called Rapid Fire.
All right.
And it's brought to you by the Spherex PaxPod pens, or the PaxPod cartridges. I personally vouch for them. They stroke. They last longer than the average bear. They have fire carts. That's deserving of rapid fire. They will soon be available at Live Well, but in the meantime, go hit up Lightshade, maybe Native Roots.
Terrapin Care Station.
Terrapin. What about Colorado Harvest Company?
Harvest Company.
Are y'all one of those guys
yep.
too? What's it called? They have pretty good deals for those. It's the orange and black logo. There's 3 or 4 locations around Denver. We are sponsored by Live Well. We're not here to not give a discount or let you know where the good shit is. Rapid fire. Chris, you see it? You ready?
I am.
It's this or that. It's not
Pick
that.
one.
For someone that was born in Stanford's bathroom, you should be able to get this.
I fucking hope so. Coffee or espresso?
Espresso.
Tommy Boy or Dumb and Dumber?
Dumb and Dumber.
Weed or booze?
Both.
That's not how this works, smart boy.
Yeah.
Says who?
I don't know.
Right, we'll let it
oh,
talk.
yeah. Vodka or gin martinis?
Vodka.
Yeah! Suck it!
Flower or vape?
Vape.
Mountains or city?
What's Denver?
The city? All right, let's try that again.
Yeah.
Mountains or city?
Yeah, I don't know. City.
Huh?
City.
All right, yeah, Team
Yeah.
City. I'm 2-0. We have a couple that we fight over.
He didn't really know about that one, so it's kind of fucking stupid. Okay. Tacos or burgers?
Tacos.
Flower or vape?
Vape again.
Oh, wait, shit. You already asked that one? Sorry, I went vape.
Okay.
I didn't say I was smart.
You've probably been smoking too much of that Spherex vape.
Possibly.
Science or English?
Science.
East or West Coast rap?
Ooh.
Which era?
Let's see. You're 50, carry the 1. The 90s?
West Coast.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Top Gun or Ghostbusters?
Top Gun.
Office or Saved by the Bell?
Saved by the Bell.
Wine or whiskey?
Yes.
It's fair. I'll let you have it. Do the last one. It's a good one.
Wayne's World or Austin Powers?
It's Wayne's World.
Nice.
Australian Shepherds or Golden Retrievers?
Oh, have you not seen my dog?
I have not.
Really?
How close do you think we are?
I thought that I saw a Golden Retriever on there, but I never know. I mean, like, you can love your dog, but you can also think of other dogs as being good dogs.
Yeah,
So
my dog.
what's your
I Golden Retrievers. I love my dog.
Yeah. Oh, I actually have seen pictures of your dog on the Instagram. Oh, yeah. So we'll plug all that at the end. But yeah, Australian Shepherds have way too much fucking energy. My dog's part Golden Retriever, and he's like, "You want to lay on the couch?" I'm like,
You played the part of the Golden Retriever in that.
"Yeah, it's a lot." Everyone knows Jerry the Bear. The Jerry Bear loves it. All right, so you really are out of here. You have 2 more questions. This first one, think food, please, so that we don't have to edit this out. It's called Stoned Appetit's Guilty Pleasures. And this one is actually brought to you by Live Well. For every good pleasure you have, there's like 10 bad ones. So let's say it's a late night. You worked hard. You stole a couple kids, put them in a van, and brought them home. You're starving. You're famished.
You went Goodwill hunting on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, you solved a math problem. You're a janitor. Oh, yeah. Dude, how did we miss that joke?
I don't know. It just came to me.
That's really good, Chris. At 25, you're sharp as a tack.
How you like them apples?
Oh, I get what you did there, too, at the windows. You can't steal his thunder like that. He just made the joke. All right, so it's a late-night guilty pleasure. Let's say y'all are doing like an expo or something for work. You come home. What's the snack that you go to out of the fridge or out of the pantry? It's all reliable, and it's always in your refrigerator.
Peanut butter M&Ms in the freezer.
That's a good play.
Yeah, I know. I do Snickers in the fridge, but it feels like we'd be on the same team on that one. It's been a good one, minus the 68 edits I got to do.
Peanut butter and M&Ms are solid.
Yeah, I also like the pretzel M&Ms, but the problem is they have that crunch that I feel like it could take a tooth at any time. But a pretzel or the peanut butter out of the freezer would have kind of like that give after you get through the hard
candy shell.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know that. Chris, you got the Last Supper?
All right, man.
Peanut butter.
So it's your Last Supper. No family allowed. You can invite up to 4 guests, living or dead. And who's at your table?
And you can say Kelly, or anyone
it's
can
just
go.
Like, it can always change, But today, if you had to invite 4 people, living or dead,
All right.
who's eating
All
at
right.
your table?
It's a 5-top.
And what's the main dish?
All right, I got Joe Rogan for sure.
Okay.
Your second favorite podcast.
Elon Musk, probably. Jerry Garcia.
Okay.
Nice.
And let's go Steve Jobs, although I hear he's a pretty bad house guest. He's kind of rude.
He doesn't wipe or doesn't flush or
He's
what?
just like,
What if he wipes
abrasive.
and then puts in the trash can instead of the toilet? What if he was one of those people?
Or you could one-up him by wearing, like, the black turtle. Like the,
No, everyone's wearing black turtlenecks.
Okay. Everybody's doing that.
You could a bad one.
Okay, so that's not, there's a couple guests maybe I might not have on that one, but overall that's a good panel. What are you having to eat?
That's a pretty wide variety. He's got a scientist, a nerd, a musician, and someone that's just woke as fucking Joe. That's not a bad Forskies. What's on the supper?
Steak. Big steak. Oh, you guys ever had that Florentine steak over at Tavernetta?
Literally, Chris just had that for his birthday like 2 weeks ago.
5-ouncer?
Yeah.
He literally just had it.
Yeah.
Check out our Instagram if you want to see the pictures.
That was a hunk of beef.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good.
That was pretty fucking good.
So, you
that was great that he just answered. That was awesome.
You put that out with all the accoutrement, a couple of bottles of, like, nice Italian wine. It's probably a good conversation to be had.
Are you an old world wine guy?
No, my palate's, I went to school in Sonoma County, so my palate's very, very new world. I'm just starting to get in there, and I can't pronounce a single French word, so I know there's great French wine, so I'm just like, but I kind of got to pass.
Shout out to our boy Brian. He puts us on whatever we're drinking. We don't actually know.
As one of your side dishes for that, even though you're having steak, would you consider having like fried chicken as a side dish?
It's your your meal. At least get chicharrones or something.
Yeah, something.
No.
Okay.
All right, get a screaming eagle and steak doesn't suck.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a question that we usually don't ask.
Can I get a side of fried chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than fucking carrots. No offense, Kelly. Before we leave, we want to ask you to plug your stupid social medias. I'm just kidding. Plug your social medias so that folks know where they can follow you, so they can follow along with Phyx and Spherex.
Yeah, so Instagram's the main outlet. Spherex is at Spherex. Phyx Water is at Phyx Water.
Spherex for those that aren't.
Like atmosphere minus the atmit.
SPH.
How you just did it, Chris, is definitely the way that people do it. And then Phyx Water is spelled like the band.
PHYX.
See, how much easier was that? Fuck, you're stupid.
So websites are wearespherex.com and getmyfix.com.
And everyone's able to find all of y'all's products there, as well as
full product locator in California and Colorado on both the websites, and launching in Canada and Oklahoma soon.
Yeah, so before we leave, this is a quick thing. Oklahoma? You mentioned that earlier, and I can't believe I just brushed over that. When did they go? Did they go Med-Rec?
They're Med right now. They've had the highest adoption rate per capita of Med cards, and they're going to go Rec pretty soon.
Well, what about Illinois? What do you think about that? Is that going to be a tough nut to cut?
We've kind of taken a friends and family approach. We got great partners in every state that we're in. Like, we've known them for years, and it's just kind of like one of those close relationship types things. And we haven't quite found the right partner in Illinois.
Okay, well,
so if you know anybody, holla.
I'll put you in some contact with some folks off the record. This is a question we like to ask folks before we leave. After we did the promos, it's almost kind of like the post-credit Marvel scenes. It's called Would You Rather? Would you rather be blind or deaf?
I'd rather be blind or deaf. Born blind, or just like it starts tomorrow?
It's going to start like I kick you in the nuts and one of them happens.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather be blind.
Because you're like music fandom?
Yeah, I just think that, and in these, sometimes in these restaurants, they do these sensory deprivation things. If you take off.
Have you gone and eaten at those kinds of places?
No, I hear it's just garbage food that they put a blindfold on it.
It's like the worst fried chicken ever.
It's just chaos. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Popeyes, so.
Whoa, time out. Did you say you're just eating Popeyes?
I love me some Popeyes.
We just, whatever you said negative about me today, totally redeemed yourself.
Well, so there's a funny story. I was doing a cleanse or whatever, like one of these fasts, and I did like a 10-day fast, and I went snowboarding on the 8th day, and I was totally got depleted in the whole thing, and I was just toast, and we're driving back from Tahoe, and Popeyes, and I broke a 9-day fast with some Popeyes. It has me hooked ever since.
So we live behind the one on Colfax. It's fucking delicious. I mean,
smells.
I eat it all the time, probably 2 or 3 times a week. Cali or Colorado skiing?
Colorado's better skiing.
Oh, really?
For sure.
I feel like Tahoe recently has just gotten feet of snow to where they're skiing in July and such.
Yeah, they get the volume right. They'll have 300-inch bases and they'll get 9 feet of snow or whatever. But Colorado's better skiing.
All right. And then In-N-Out or Shake Shack?
In-N-Out.
That's that California bias. I knew we'd finally find it. Well, Niccolo, we appreciate it, and thank you so much for joining us. For our listeners, don't be shy. Definitely, if you get the opportunity, if you're in the store, ask if they have the Spherex pods. They have them in the 510 threads that go on the generic pens that about 90% of the Americans have. As he had mentioned earlier, they're safe to consume. These guys have got your back. And then if you have the opportunity, I recommend picking up a 4-pack of the Phyx water. Not only is it a great mixer for those that likes to drink and enjoy a little bit of Cannabi at the same time, but if you just want to kind of get a little bit of a head change, this will get you on the way. So also, before we leave, shout out to our friends over at Live Nation, and also shout out to the badass new restaurant in the Free Market down here in the Dairy Block. Come check out Kelly and his crew spot. Taylor, wonderful GM. Kevin, fantastic. I guess we'll call him the architect of the state. He is, in fact, the architect of the state. He did all this work. And then Ran and Lindsay, congratulations on the new baby. But I see that Aesop is killing it as well. So this is a family episode, a family show. So definitely play this episode while you're dropping your kids off at school. And don't forget to go fuck yourself next week.